So if you didn't know, I have Tumblr. I think it'll be 3 years on Valentine's Day this year. Yeah, I started on Valentine's Day. I realised this last year when I got an email saying, hey, it's your 2-year birthday or whatever. So yeah, I think it'll be 3 years this year since I started my Tumblr. My link is in the description if you want to go and follow me. I tend to reblog a lot of things, and yeah, if you're into that sort of thing then follow me, but that's not why we're here. We're here to talk about kind of social media and our experiences on it. So the main social media I go on is Tumblr, and I remember when I first started Tumblr, I didn't really know what I was doing. I kind of searched for anything to do with like Doctor Who, Paramore, anything that I was interested in at the time, and then I followed them and reblogged everything. And for me, Tumblr was kind of a way to get my emotions out without anyone knowing it was me. There's a quote that goes around on Tumblr a lot that says, Facebook, you know my name but not my story. Tumblr, you know my story but not my name. And that's kind of how I was. Everyone knew my story, everyone knew all this shit that was going on in my life, but they didn't know my name or who I actually was. But as I kind of met a lot of people on Tumblr, and I kind of started giving more personal information out, not like my address or anything, but kind of like what I wanted to do in like the next 5 years, how I identified, if I had a relationship, my closest friends, things like that. And I made a good kind of group of friends, really. When I came out on Tumblr, it was pretty supportive. I didn't really get any crap for, not being straight. I think the most crap I got for was being gender fluid. Tumblr can be quite an aggressive place. There are a lot of people on there who have these ideas of how you should be, and if you don't fit into that, then they can attack you. I did receive a lot of hate, whether it was from one individual or several, but I did receive a lot of hate for being gender fluid, and it did get to me quite a bit, especially when it wasn't just aiming it at me, it was aiming it at my friends. When I came out as gender fluid, that was the main thing, but there were people who were like, yeah, good for you, great, they don't really care. But yeah, Tumblr can be quite an aggressive place. However, I think the worst thing that happened was when people who I know in real life found my Tumblr. That's a very horrible thing to explain, yeah, this is my Tumblr, you don't know any of this shit, I'm telling complete strangers about my life, and you barely know what I had for breakfast. But most people were kind of alright with it. They were just a little phased because there was so much and all this information was being bombarded by them, but it was good to kind of connect the two worlds, because it definitely, with Tumblr, it feels like a completely different world, especially if you get a good support matrix. For example, I started getting a lot of friends on Tumblr, people who, not people who I'd speak to every single day, but if something was going on, I could just go and message them, or they could go and message me, or if I was like, oh, I wondered how blah 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 was doing today, I could go and check, I could just message them, I could say, hey, you've not been online for a while, why not? Or they can do the same for me. So it was more of a supportive community than like best friends, and that's really what I see Tumblr as. I kind of see it as a community and not a family or a friendship. It's a community of strangers who enjoy similar things or who have similar topics, similar beliefs, things like that, and when the time is right we talk to each other. But yeah, that's pretty much my experience on Tumblr. I'm not really one of those people who have had, so many different people coming and messaging me, oh my gosh, you're an inspirational blah, or oh my gosh, I hate you, you should go die. I've had that, but not to the extent where it's impacted my life majorly. I just kind of think that when it comes to Tumblr, the experiences are so vague and so vast that you can't really pick out individual ones that impact you. It kind of all builds up until you get this kind of cocoon or basket or whatever of these experiences, and you can look through them and go, oh my god, that happened like 2 months ago and I don't remember it. But yeah, I mean, every now and again I do kind of go on my archive and like check everything, like, what did I reblog 2 years ago? Oh god, I don't reblog things like that anymore. But yeah, I know kind of one positive that's come out of Tumblr is I've definitely got a lot more confident. Like, not as in, like, I am confident, I always have been, it's just when it comes to posting photos of myself, I have been very insecure. I know that every now and again I have had these random outbursts where I'm like, screw it, I'll put a photo up. But recently it's just been more, that's a good photo. And then looking back at old photos and thinking, that's a good photo, why didn't I like that photo? That's a good photo, that's a good photo, that's a good photo. They are good photos. But yeah, I just think everything that's happened on my Tumblr has impacted me, but it's not impacted me, if you get what I'm trying to make sense. But I am absolutely tired. I am cream crackered right now, so I don't know if I'm making sense. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. I hope that was a coherent video. I hope you enjoy Cameron's. He's doing his about DeviantArt, I think, because he's more DeviantArt based. He does have Tumblr, yes, but he's more DeviantArt based, so I think most of his will be about DeviantArt. How many times have I said DeviantArt? But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you at the weekend with spoken word art. Bye!